Live from the mighty Veedworks airship, I'm Travis Lippert, CEO of Works Unlimited Limited, better known as Veedworks.
And I'm Julie Richardson, Director of Commercialization and Promotions. And today we have with us Isaac Kerns with Stashlogix.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Well, it's going well with me.
Yeah, good. Good. Well, to all of our, viewers out there.
Well, we appreciate you coming on because Stashlogix has really saved a lot of people, a lot of inconvenient discussions, but you've really come a long way. So why don't we start with that, with how this whole company began?
Okay, all right. Well, we are Stashlogix. Again, I'm Isaac Kerns. I'm our Chief Marketing Officer. Stashlogix is a lifestyle brand of lockable, smell-proof cannabis storage products. We design all of our products on the three pillars of being thoughtful, secure, and discreet. Mm-hmm. So thoughtful is adjustable dividers on the inside so you can fit any piece in there or whatever you really have set up in your kit. Or we have like charger ports on the side of some of our bags so that you can have your vape locked up and still be charging at the same time. So that's the thoughtful side. Then we have the secure, of course, the lock on the front to keep it safe and secure. Mm-hmm. And then we have the thoughtful, secure, discreet. And the discreet side is, of course, the odor blocking, odor controlling part of it, and also just the general look of the bags. We don't have them covered in cannabis leaves and Rasta colors and that sort of thing. Our thought is that most consumers these days don't necessarily want to be waving the green flag and would like to, have their product with them wherever they are or want to have it and maintain that discreet profile as well as being compliant with the law.
Right.
So that's where we have our stance, and so the company got started with Skip Stone in 2015. He kind of really scratched his own itch for the most part. He had kiddos at home, and as cannabis was legalized and the market started to grow, he realized that there was a problem here. There are a lot of new products coming out, especially the candies and edibles that are very appetizing to children, and they wouldn't know that these are adult candies. Like, what does that mean, mm-hmm. right? They've never seen that before. So he realized this was a big problem that he wanted to address for himself. So he looked out through the market and couldn't really find a good solution for it. So being an engineer, Skip decided to go ahead and create his own project. Well, naturally, it caught a lot of attention, and his friends were like, dude, you got something here. He was like, all right, I think I do like this idea. So dove into it, went up to Canopy Boulder. It's an incubator out of Boulder, Colorado. They're great. They're amazing. They take in, around 10 or so brands, very, very, very new startups at a time. And they're able to bring them in, teach them what a business is, what it takes to do a startup, what a balance sheet is, Mm-hmm. And they also assign a mentor, which this is where Skip feels that he hit the jackpot. And his mentor was Steve Norman. Steve Norman is an amazing man. He's a serial entrepreneur and just really knows how to get a brand off the ground and to get things rolling. So after 3 months, Steve,
a serial entrepreneur, like what other things had this guy done?
So I'd say probably the most notable would be Einstein Bros Bagels. He was a co-founder and the original CFO, I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's probably the most notable. And he really knows, one, how to get things off the ground, which is like the first step of a startup, right? It's super hard to do. And the next step is scaling it, right? Like that's the big one is, mm-hmm. Can you scale? And he's obviously done that in the past, and he's kind of a nice asset, right? Yeah, he's amazing and taught me more than I could ever imagine. I've been there year and 3 some odd months. The amount that I've learned from Skip and Steve in this year and 3 months is it's more than I learned in college and every other job combined. It's amazing. So yeah, truly blessed to be there, and we're moving along.
So when did the company start?
2015.
And then early on in your venture, you had a lot of products seized.
Yes. Yeah. April 2017, we had $15,000 of products seized. And for that young of a startup, that was all but crippling.
Who seized it, or where was it?
Customs coming in through customs. It I guess lockable bags to keep products out of the reach of children, and is a threat to national security or something. They marked us as paraphernalia, and held on to it. Kept it. We just got it back a month ago, right? They admitted that they were wrong, that we were doing a good thing, and gave it back a month ago. But of course, charged us for storage during that 2-year time. Of course,
Oh my gosh.
naturally, yeah, right. but yeah, it's all right. We bounced back. It gave Skip and Steve the opportunity to take a step back, reevaluate, relook at the product, and we've assessed the market, and they think they came away stronger, and I can vouch for it. We've totally backed. We're totally back, and it's it took amazing people like Steve and Skip to be that team that could fight through it and end up where we are at today. As everybody says, it's who can get back up the most, right? And they certainly have, and we feel like we're bouncing back pretty strong.
Can you show some of these products?
Yes, of course. I'm happy to. So this is our Silverton. This is actually what Skip designed after the seizure when we needed to have another product come about.
And the seizure was soft-sided type of stuff, right? I've
Correct.
got one of your pre-seizure cases.
We call them
at home.
the classics.
That's what I put my weed in at home as a responsible parent, is a Stashlogix pre-seizure kit. It's very similar in size to the big one. It's probably this. Yeah, we have 3 sizes of the Silverton, and the classics, the soft shells that he's mentioning, also come in 3 sizes. Respectively, they're the same size. But yeah, so this is just kind of the beefed up version of the classics. As we continue to grow and develop our product, we decided that a hard shell is a great idea for glass and just like general storage and protecting your product. And we needed to beef up the smell proof application of it. So we created this Silverton. It's got a waterproof zipper on it. Obviously the lock on the front, on this guy. So waterproof zipper. It's got a gasket, rubber gasket that totally seals everything in. And inside we have a metallic liner that's going to feed into the gasket, and that's physically obstructing any flow in between inside and outside of the bag. So we're trapping it. And obviously that's removable, totally adjustable, so you can spray it out, move it around. The classics, the bigger difference is the classics are more of a padding style storage. So a lot of people like it to think of a camera bag in a sense. So I like that for my glass. That's not necessarily the most stinky thing in the world, and minus if you take the water out, of course. And so that's what I keep most of my glass in. And then this is my everyday. It's super solid. I can keep stuff in there super restraint so that it's not moving around and that sort of thing. And
I love the fact, because I don't care what dispensary you go to, it's going to be different type of packaging.
Correct.
You're always dealing with something different, and being able to move this around
certainly
and make it work
is the idea. Yeah, because everybody has their own needs as far as your storage goes. There's no 2 bongs alike, really, right? So you have to have the ability to totally shift things around. So this is the thoughtful side of things that I was talking about. It has
almost looks
totally
like a fish
dividers.
and lure box.
Yeah, right? It's your tackle box.
It's your tackle box.
It's your new hobby tackle box, all right? And you can totally put whatever you want in it. It's just, adaptable to be a solution for whatever need you got.
I mean, it just looks so sophisticated.
That's the idea. Discreet, sleek, clean, something that, your average professional will walk around with and feel like they're maintaining the profile they would like to.
I don't have any shame in being a cannabis patient at all. But there was a few weeks ago, I forgot, and I had a pair of leggings on, and I went to Walmart. And this woman looked at me and she goes, "Aren't you a little old to be wearing that?" And it happened so fast. I was ugly before I could even stop myself from being ugly. I turned around and I said, "Well, maybe if you tried some, you wouldn't be so grabby." And I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's all right. It's okay.
But, I don't like confrontations like that.
Yep.
And I'm not going to wear it and be bold and do that. If I fly home or anywhere, I'm not going to want it in their face.
Yep.
to, you know.
Well, whether we like it or not, the stigma still exists, right? There's still a gross amount of negativity viewed towards cannabis and its consumers. So, yeah, if you're trying to avoid that negativity, I think this is a place to start. And I also think it's a place to start to defeat the stigma in general. Because if, as the cannabis consumer society, if we treat it with the responsibility and respect that it deserves, then you're not being a nuisance to the public that doesn't consume, and therefore there's not a whole lot to complain about, right?
Well, Anne Marie Doyle with Nuvolution tells a story about her box and her mother-in-law, and how her box was in a hot car in the South all day long, and she was thinking, you know, she was going to get in the car and it was going to smell like
right,
that.
Right.
And it kept it in there, and nobody smelled anything, nobody said anything,
Great.
until she got to the hotel room and opened this puppy up.
Yeah,
You know?
that'll happen.
It was like a smell bomb.
Did you already talk about the fact that it locks? I was messing with audio over here. Did you already explain that?
Not as thoroughly as I should. We have a patent lock design on the front.
Look at that. It locks. It has a combo lock, like a sturdy combo lock built into it.
That. That's just like the guard plastic on the front there. Yep, so I'll show off the locker a little better. Should have done that, camera 2. All right, so the zippers click in just like that. And then you would be able to set your combination to whatever you want. This one's set at 0, so naturally it's not going to open. Put it back. Springs right open. So yeah, that's a huge plus for generally keeping it safe from your kids at home, that storage, that sort of thing. Traveling around with it in a car, it's out of reach of the driver, and just generally having cannabis out in public is frowned upon. So having it locked is the socially responsible thing to do.
Now, I'm going to be a consumer responsible person here.
All right.
And I don't know, for those of you that know that I have a lot of arthritis issues, if something is child-proof, it's Julie-proof.
Gotcha. Yep.
So, let's see. That was obviously not Julie-proof to lock. And so let me get this to, it's not too hard. Do I have to do anything to clear it?
Nope, just get back to 0.
I wonder how many people have reset their combinations to 420.
I always tell people,
that.
I was like, that one's taken, man.
You should
I would
reset it.
That in 710, they're
Exactly.
not advised.
Okay, so got it open.
All right, yes.
You know, because even the exit bag at the dispensary,
Totally.
I cannot get it out.
My solution is to cut them open with scissors. They're like, you know, rotate counterclockwise and put on a certain amount of like abrasive pressure to it, and I'm just like cut the corner off.
Anything short of grabbing the hedge clippers to get them open, right?
Yeah, I know if I really push myself, it's not just a matter of my hands won't work. If I try to do it too hard, I'll get searing pains that just, and so it's like I go straight for the scissors, just like you, and then just it's not getting out. So having something that I can lock it up, but yet it's not locked up to me.
Right. No, that's serious. I totally understand.
I had bought some oil from a dispensary and had to take it back because I literally could not get it out of the container.
What? Oh, so
Amazing. I mean, horrible.
we have reusable shopping bags, but we don't really have reusable go bags. I have an ancient one from, what is it called now? General Cannabis, but back then it was called Advanced Cannabis Solutions. And at that time they had a Ziploc or a zipper go bag with a little lock on it, but it was really chintzy. Like I kept it. I think I have the key on my keychain.
Okay.
But how about a reusable Stashlogix go bag? With a combo lock on it. I mean,
exit bag. Yeah, that's what we're hoping to get to. Some places will allow you to use our bags as a exit bag.
the regulations in this industry seem to change every day and are totally relying on like even the county that it's in, right? So we're hoping that down the line when things get ironed out, then yes, of course, if you bring your own product to store things in and it's lockable and totally child safe walking out, there's no reason you shouldn't be able to. And we can conserve that plastic because that's a huge issue. Nobody is able to recycle plastics that have had cannabis touch them, right? Like there's organizations all over Denver right now that are they're like, we'll accept your plastics, and like, what do we do with it afterwards? We're gonna have to figure that out, but there's no way to recycle them right now. So that's a huge issue. Since we brought that up, I got to bring in my guy Sana, SANA Packaging. Yeah, they make hemp plastic packaging for LPs or whoever needs that sort of packaging, and it's biodegradable hemp plastic. It's amazing. And of course, child-proof. Let's see if it's Julie-proof though.
It probably is, because you know how I get these open?
Just
I have
line
to
that guy right there and then lift straight up.
Okay.
Let's see if she got it.
Yeah, I could get it.
All right. Great.
All
yeah,
right.
I know they worked on the usability of it a lot and still keeping it child-proof. But these guys are amazing. They're trying so hard to go with the sustainability and be that voice. And I know to me specifically, and as representative of Stashlogix, they've encouraged us to move that direction. And yeah, hemp plastic. It's amazing. It's got to be the future.
Nice little
it's got to be the
tube.
future.
Well, and the thing is, pricing though, because
Yep.
you know, getting it to where there's manufacturing, and I was really hoping when the farm bill was signed there was going to be more manufacturing incentive dollars coming down in block grants, and until we get that,
Yep.
this is a dream of every
Yep, it
cannabis.
really is.
I mean,
but speaking of a dream,
Yeah.
think about going into a dispensary, saying I'd like to purchase an eighth, handing them this, like a candy shop, they scoop your
Right.
weed into there, you just put it on nice and easy. It's officially child safe. You put it in your Stashlogix bags, and there is absolutely no packaging waste there.
that would just be lovely.
It's a dream.
And why can't we do that? Because I know, like, all right, for those that are in our lovely state and have dispensaries, when we go in now, I have a reusable bag, and all they do is change out the sticker.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Really?
You know,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
And they
Nice.
just put the date of purchase, a new date of purchase sticker on there.
Great.
So why wouldn't this work?
Regulations are different everywhere. It's hard to scale something when there's not the room for it in a market, right? So that's a great example of a dispensary or county that's willing to address that and make their regulations fit that style. But unfortunately, there's not a constant, and it'll take some time and some ironing out to get there. I don't think it's impossible, and I think we're closer than we are further away.
Right. No, it's not going to work if you've based your business model on pre-packaging right now.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
You know, they want to go ahead and get ahead of the game and have everything ready, kind of like fast food where they want to pre-cook everything.
Yep. So it's yeah, that's another thing. This whole industry, it's developing, it's changing. There's no standard on very many points. So we're gonna see the pre-packaging and all of those things kind of come into development.
Right.
I have a question.
I have an answer, hopefully.
So it's a long story.
Okay.
Last October, we received a mystery box that was full of ghost detectors, and we used them on a ghost investigation, and some of them were very effective. One of them appeared to be a piece of junk the whole time, but it turned out that it actually was a ghost.
You had a ghost delivered to you.
Yes. Yeah.
Friendly?
Well, he works for us now. His name is Dieter.
Dieter.
Yeah.
All right. Employed.
His name is Dieter.
Supernatural.
And so that was October. And then November, I was driving back from Kansas because I went to the Kansas Department of Agriculture meeting when they released their regulations. Oh, that's what that crash was.
Oh, we're throwing stuff
I
around.
wonder what it was. It was my mouse. But anyway, on my way back, I was minding my own business, driving the speed limit, not changing lanes, using my turn signals when I did change lanes, and a cop pulled me over for having Colorado license plates, and we sat there for 15 minutes, and I think he was waiting for a drug dog, but it was a bad day, like weather-wise, and so I think he had to do something else. Otherwise, I would have been, I don't know, run through the ringer. How much? I mean, you clean your car, but I mean, how clean is your car really? If they just bring up a drug dog that will bark at the command bark.
Like, right.
Well, I mean, what are they? They're like, plants.
It's always in German. It's got to be German.
Which is perfect.
The dog's response.
My ghost is German. Dieter the ghost.
This is the supernatural.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand over
So-
here.
That's right.
Is that okay?
That's all right.
Dieter.
I got you, baby.
I don't.
Dieter
I'm
came
not
in
scared.
his own.
I'm cautious.
So Dieter came in his own box, and we thought it was a ghost detector, but it turned out no. We opened it up, and inside this box was. I'm gonna try and do this away from the microphone, but like another box that was all. These are all copper wires that are all soldered together, right? It's a Faraday cage. It's to prevent electromagnetic discharge of Dieter. And inside that's another box, and inside that's another box, and inside that is our ghost, Dieter. And so now when I drive across Kansas, I bring Dieter with me. True story, you can find it on YouTube. Look at our High Spirits Halloween special.
It's a good one. Y'all should watch it.
But every time I drive across Kansas, I take Dieter with me because when the cops pull me over, like you can put let's say I want to really keep Dieter protected or keep everybody protected from Dieter.
Right.
You know, I padlock it up and then throw that in my trunk. That's essentially
The idea that
So-
I might have a better solution than that though. I think Dieter could use a new home that's a little more accessible than that clunky metal guy. Let's see if he fits. I mean, we can hold in smells. Let's see if we can hold in the supernatural.
well, it's aluminum lined,
Yeah, so that's essentially the same thing. Yeah,
some
all
kind
right.
of foil in there.
So I've adjusted all of these away, put them aside. I think it'll fit. I think we can do this.
There we go.
Boom.
Perfect.
Just like that. Dieter has a new home.
Dieter's new traveling case. And
now
instead of that
it's-
clunky padlock, we
no
can lock it.
padlock.
Set the combo to 420.
That one's taken, man. That and 710 are out.
Oh my God. And
We've seen it once or twice.
You hear that, Kansas Highway Patrol? I want to show. Oh, to officially do this transfer, I also have
I feel like we should have a ceremony.
in Dieter's box. I also have the tax stamps for Kansas and Oklahoma
Extra protected.
weed,
Nice.
right? So we need to transfer the tax stamps over, and
Naturally.
then
It only makes
it'll
sense.
be official.
I still think we need to do
Christening.
like a challenge. Everybody go to your capital and get your marijuana tax stamp.
Yeah. You get people to do it. Get people more involved.
That was a pretty funny story when Travis went up there to Kansas and got his.
There. From now on, whenever I travel through Kansas, I'm bringing my Stashlogix. What's the brand name?
Silverton.
The
This is
Silverton.
Silverton.
A big Stashlogix Silverton case. Inside it is an Oklahoma marijuana tax stamp and a Kansas drug tax stamp. Booger glued in there, and then inside that is a wooden box around which I've soldered a bunch of copper wire. And then inside that box is another box, and inside that box is another box, and inside that box is nothing. So from now on, when I travel on I-70, I'm bringing Dieter with me in this awesome case. And now the cops are going to have to get through the combination.
Right. I hope you said it later.
Maybe we should make up the combination now, and we'll tell the cops if they want to know, they have to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Oh my God, that's brilliant. Hey, that's finding ways to market in this industry, right? We were talking about that earlier.
I like Fibonacci numbers.
All right.
How about
I probably wouldn't assume anything other.
how about 358.
358.
Yeah.
All right.
And we'll say it's either, here's a guess. It's either
You got it, man.
sequential set of the Fibonacci series, or you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll tell you that the combination is 358. And we'll set, so
Kansas
all you
State
future
Troopers,
358, because it could only be, 011 or 112 or 23, so by the time you get to 358, if you know the Fibonacci sequence, then that's one way, cops, to open up Dieter. And then the next way is to subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/feedverks. That's awesome.
Brilliant.
This is perfect.
Brilliant. Talking about the 1 through 999 thing, right? We the Dank dispensary that helps out Nuvolution. Yep. They Ray, right? I think Jay. He has a great story that he has one of our Silvertons, and he keeps all of his best strains in there so that his wife doesn't get to him, right? 'Cause she's down to just smoke anything, and he's like, the strain guy.
Yeah.
So he hides the good ones in there. And she says for a year she was trying every single one through and through and had it marked down on a piece of paper to try to figure it out. And she never figured it out. She's like, I guess I skipped one, blah, 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 blah. And he's just dying while she's telling me that. And then she walks away and he goes, I set it to 000. She forgot to try 00. He hadn't changed it. That's what they're all set to. So he just didn't change it, and she never tried 000, and that was it. So if Jay, you're out there, sorry, I hope your wife isn't listening.
Forever will do
Shelley?
000
Okay, gotcha,
from
gotcha.
here on
That's
out.
it, Shelly. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Yeah, I thought that was great, hysterical. But yeah, 420, 710, those are off limits.
This is amazing. It's perfect. Tell me that we couldn't have set that up any better.
That was good. That was, yeah, totally on the
Dieter
limb.
has it. You're part of the story now.
Yes.
One of these days, another cop's going to pull me over for having a Colorado license plate, and in my car is going to be this Stashlogix case, and the number on it's going to be 358.
You didn't hear it from us.
Then inside it is I've already. You can look at YouTube. At YouTube, our High Spirits playlist, the 3rd episode, like episode 3. I personally have cut one of these open. It takes some doing. You need 10 snips, and then that's going to be a box, and then that's going to be another box, and then that is a ghost.
The first line of defense is our
You guys have
Silverton.
fun.
I feel super.
You guys have fun.
Yeah, thank you for letting us be a part of that.
Yeah,
it's an amazing story.
I'm so happy. 358 cops. Open up Dieter.
So good. Thank you for being a part of that.
Do you believe it? Yeah, no, thank you. This is perfect.
Good.
You guys know I'm happy about that. You know it's a hard-shelled, smell-proof, perfect weed-carrying case, and all it contains is a ghost with a lot of just effort and hijinks involved.
A lot of hijinks. I think that might be the operative word.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah, right on.
Dieter, now sponsored by Stashlogix.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
That's
You were
amazing. Yeah, we might borrow him as like a mascot later on.
You
or
should.
something.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Guest appearance, Dieter. Parties and stuff, we like throwing
That's awesome.
We don't throw
Dieter
parties.
would love to
We have
do that.
gatherings. We like having gatherings.
Gatherings.
Dieter could totally be the man of the hour for sure.
Outstanding.
That's a good idea. We should
All right.
we should talk about that later.
For Stashlogix, what do you do?
So I'm our chief marketing officer. So I do all of our digital marketing and some sales. It's a startup, so all of us wear a million hats, and I'll do some shipping and that sort of thing. But where I've found the biggest value in my time has been the digital marketing and really trying to make a digitally organic brand, and that's where the space seems to be right now, and that's where our target audience is. Everybody's online, and the future is online, and our new consumers are online,
Right.
and so we like the idea of having the ability to express ourselves exactly how we want to on as many different platforms, and the internet is definitely the best place to do that.
we also do a lot of push through an industry brand play with going to different shows and staying relevant with all of those things. So we're definitely working on a lot of, booth designs and that sort of playing strategy that direction. And of course, organic social media is a huge part of everything as well. Skip does a great job at keeping our Facebook going with like amazing stories and his put on the stories. And I try to take the Instagram and try to, through imagery, express the brand that we want to be, that 10 years down the road brand of a cannabis brand that the public doesn't see as this like negative, raunchy thing. Like it's the future image of cannabis should be along the lines of, hopefully better than alcohol, right? Definitely better than tobacco.
It's already way better than both of those.
Right. And here in our circles, right? But I'm from Georgia, man. It's a different story back home. It really is. So it's so our brand wants to, the new consumer, when say Georgia goes legal, right, and my parents go online for their first time, feeling out marijuana for the first time and seeing like how it is, they're going to be anxious, they're going to be feeling a little bit guilty. And if the brands that they're looking at are just throwing all of cannabis leaves and rasta and all of that and right back at them, it's going to make them feel even more strange about it. So the idea is that we want to identify as the classy, clean, good looking brand that's totally okay to be a fan of, that you feel completely comfortable with identifying with. And honestly, we're kind of trying to set an example of how we think it should be, right? How we think it should be assessed.
Well, you think about it kind of like we do. We're one of the few shows that doesn't consume with our guests while we're taping.
Right.
Because we want it.
Except for you, Elise. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Except for you. I want to be able to share this with somebody in an illegal state.
Yeah.
And it's kind of the theory of milk before meat. Mm-hmm. If somebody shares this and, maybe they're sharing it with an aunt that doesn't know a whole lot about cannabis.
I'm unfamiliar with that.
Oh, milk before meat. You want to give when you're first learning about something, you start with something easily digestible.
Oh, how about this? Right. How about Veedverk's Amelia brand soothing lotion? 500 milligrams of CBD oil. It's got about 100 pumps in it, 5 milligrams a pump, and it has terpenes that were reverse engineered from purple kush. And it's amazing. And you can go to our website and read those reviews about it. I'm going to put a bottle of Amelia next to Dieter in the Stashlogix Case.
It's got room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The people in Georgia, that's exactly who we're talking about with NASCAR.
Vroom.
What's the
Atlanta
latest
Motor
on that?
The latest on that is we're still waiting for this lab test to come back. And we spent $1,000 and we're waiting. And if our product comes back with 0% THC, which it should, then NASCAR evidently will approve our sponsorship of Bobby Dale Earnhardt in the Xfinity Series. Darlington, August 31st. And it's not just Bobby, it's Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeffrey Earnhardt and Bobby Earnhardt. Three Earnhardts in one race. 3 Earnhardts in one race. And we're just waiting on this lab test to come back.
That's amazing. But congrats, guys. That's awesome.
When you talk about Georgia, like we've been talking to Georgia since 2017. Since this.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking to you, Georgia, and Alabama, and South Carolina, and North Carolina.
Yep.
I'm a race fan. I know a lot about racing, this is a match made in heaven. NASCAR. Everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants to do it.
That'd be
Carl
amazing.
wants to do it. Bobby and his business partner want to do it. We're all on board. We got it all figured out. I'm pretty sure the Darlington track owner wants to do it. Mm-hmm. I bet, because think about it. 3 Earnhardts in one race, Darlington. So we're just waiting on these test results. And
the numbers are huge. Mm-hmm. Having those 3 guys in one race.
3 Earnhardts in one race. It's evidently been done once. I think in 1998 when NASCAR was definitely having a better year than it's been having the last few years.
Yeah.
Like and it's the throwback race. It's perfect.
It really is.
We're going to throw back to this, to the 66. We're going to paint it up like Carl's throwback to his 2009 paint scheme. I don't know what the number will be, but 3 Earnhardts in 1 race. We ought to pass those tests, but the problem is the only reason why there's any concern whatsoever is that they've tested 80 products at this lab. It's a lab in Utah where they test athletes' urine, and they don't generally do this, but they've tested 80 hemp products, and so far none have passed. And the lab test is $1,000 instead of $50.
Holy cow!
And
What's the percentage of THC that it has to be at? It's like
0.
Oh, just totally 0.
Yeah,
You can't have
0.
the 0.3 in there. Okay,
Yeah.
which
Feedworks products are.
it's amazing.
they're 0.
Well done, guys.
They're 0.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
So if they come back and say anything else, you know, Trav has, I mean, there's labs on every product from the beginning.
Right, right.
I mean,
That's awesome.
I'm gonna buy them a new air compressor.
It's a
That's
little rackety.
it is. Their air compressor is getting really sick.
Oh, it's progressively getting worse.
Yeah, it's
All right.
progressively getting worse
Gotcha.
over the past few. We've heard it go. They don't understand but I'm listening to these earphones, you know, with a microphone,
Kicked on.
and like that air compressor is sick.
it-
They need to
it's-
put some oil in it or something, but it is in bad shape.
Should give it some Veverx oil and rub it
Yeah.
down, you know?
Yeah,
CBD,
I don't
baby.
think Amelia's going to fix that compressor. That thing needs some WD-40 and a good swift kick.
And a good swift kick. That's the key. Swift kick.
Well, let's show them your other sizes.
Cool. Yeah, I'd love
Because
to.
we have the hard boxes.
Yep.
Now,
The Silverton, correct?
can I
Silverton.
just say this?
sure.
Every time that you do that, it gives me a heart attack.
Oh, does it?
It does. Not a
lie.
true heart attack.
loud.
That's a lie, but a slight arrhythmia because
Just like, you know, totally pee in your pants, but just like a little bit.
just a bit.
Just
Yeah,
tiny.
just a tinkle
Yep.
every time you do that. So,
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So that's our Silverton. That's what is kind of the bread and the butter. And then we have other fashion products.
You have, now, I like the idea of these because you have
upcycled fabric.
upcycled fabric.
Correct. Yep.
And you'll never find another one. You know, once it's gone, it's gone.
Yep.
But you still have the locking device on there. And then,
what does upcycled fabric mean?
So we have a friend who used to do a lot of different things in upholstery, and she is no longer in that business and has a bunch of just like half spools of fabric laying around. So she literally came and Skip went down and grabbed them all and came back, and we unroll it, a fabric spool, and we're like, we can get like 20 bags out of that. And we take it locally to a place in Boulder, just north of Boulder, and yeah, they use that fabric and add it to our designs.
the USA.
You gotta look at the right one of these. I need to switch the camera. There.
There it is.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So
Right
totally
in
upcycled fabric.
Boulder.
If it was just going to go to waste if we didn't use it, and yeah. Again, so the other cool thing about those is again that they're locking and the lining on the inside. It's super fascinating lining. I'll actually talk about this once more again. The Silverton. So you mentioned that Anne Marie opened it up afterwards and it blew up her house or car or
Hotel
whatever.
room.
So we added in we call it the odor packs. This guy, just a little packet of activated carbon. And what it does, it'll absorb odor, okay? Depending on what you keep in it, from 3 months to a year, it'll fill up at some point. Whether you're keeping burnt joints in it, might be closer to 3 months. If you're doing just dabs, it'll probably last you a good year. Once this fills up, you'll notice it. When you open it, you will get hit in the face by whatever you're keeping there. Just throw this guy in the dryer, put it out in the sun, blow dry it. The heat will release the nodes, and it's good to go again. That doesn't last forever. We're thinking through our testing and everything, it's 3+ years.
Will that
for this
last
guy.
with activated carbon filters, like grow filters?
You
Throw
know,
them out in the sun, blast them with some heat.
I'm not gonna say yes for sure because I don't totally
definitely
know.
gonna Google
but it
it.
sounds like it's the same principle. So yeah, maybe.
I wonder if this is biochar.
Right?
Maybe biochar.
Yeah. That's essentially there. Yeah. But yeah, that was a great idea. So we hammered it into some fabric, and now we line all of our lifestyle bags with activated carbon. Oops, so I'll just put that there. It's that shiny material you're seeing as I flick everybody off. Yeah,
Getting
so
a screenshot of that.
thanks. Yeah, so that's activated carbon, and again, it'll fill up every once in a while, and you just go ahead and put it in your dryer or out in the sun, blow dry it, it'll release it. And it's actually a very dense amount of it packed into this material, and it's actually pretty darn durable material. So it's the longest lasting that we've seen on the market so far. And that's just our testing, and we've been around for 4 years, so we'll see how the real long distance ideas afterwards. But yeah, so we have the larger, this is the Telluride. All of our products are named after places in Colorado. So the Silverton, Telluride. This is our little clutch bag. It's the Highland. Again, upcycled fabric with the locking. And they have waterproof zippers on it naturally. Just try to trap it in a little extra. And this guy is the only bag that we have that doesn't lock, but it is the .0, the quick little back pocket, go around, and it's
Is that
lined.
a neighborhood?
.0?
Yeah.
No, that's funny though. It's not.
You should call it the Soda Sopa.
The Soda Sopa? I'm gonna write that
Soda
down.
Sopa.
We got new products coming all the
South
time.
downtown, South Park.
I like it. We have Rhino. We did name one after Rhino. That's
think
there.
it
We
should be
might
the
as well
Soda
go to start
Sopa.
talking about it.
Maybe you could market it through South Park.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good
That'd be
idea.
awesome.
That's South Park. I was thrilled to find out South Park was in Colorado when I got out here.
I drove straight there, and I have my head sticking through the little, they got the cutouts. South
Right.
Park.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's great. I love it. That's so cool. Yeah, so this is the Durango, actually. We're coming out with a fanny pack. This is the launch. We don't actually have them available quite yet, so it's not the official launch, but the social launch. We wanted a high quality fanny pack to do your activities in and be sustainable and actually durable and last, and it's not some cheap little concert goer. But then again, you could also use it to go to the concert, right?
Yeah.
So we have a eco PVC lining that we spread across all of this. So it's acting like the foil does in the other guy, but it's much more malleable and that sort of thing. So we're going with the trapping method again, right?
Okay.
So on the on the lifestyles, we saw more of a absorbing tactic of keeping the smell down. On the Silverton, we saw a trapping. We're back to the trapping on this guy. Waterproof zipper, and again, non-porous material to hold it in. And of course it locks because you gotta keep it safe and secure. Oh, I got the combo set wrong. But yeah, so that is our new fanny pack / sling that's super popular right now, and I love wearing mine as a sling, so that's the Durango.
Just to be clear, fanny packs are cool again?
Dude, fanny packs are like the coolest, man. They're amazeballs.
Are all fanny packs invisible on the inside?
Oh, that's amazing.
There you go.
So good. I bet this guy's gonna be even bigger than. Oh yeah, look at that.
Totally.
This is the only fanny pack that is invisible in the mighty V
Only
Brooks.
on the inside.
Imagine
it's like
if instead of going to Red Rocks, you could go to a concert here, and if the cops came in, you could be like,
just
"No, there's nothing.
Yeah.
It's invisible."
I'm not even here. John Cena. All right. Yeah. So that brings me to the Rhino Messenger bag. Now that's discreet. The inside of the bag is totally, completely invisible. That's discreet. But yeah, same technology on our messenger bag, the Rhino. Of course, locks. This one has the charger port on it, so if you need to charge your laptop or something like that while you would like it to remain locked, bam. Waterproof zipper, and again, the Eco PVC. And this guy, we just wanted to make it as versatile as possible. Like, you can fit anything you want. These guys are here to get a bong in or a glass piece, whatever you have. Those are totally adjustable, and then these guys, of course, just like all of our bags, you can rip off and just like adjust in any way. And I'm showing you invisible stuff, so that doesn't actually work out too well. Sorry, you can see. Oh no, it's good. It's great. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, totally adjustable, and you can fit anything you want. I have to take out this section to fit my laptop across, and then I'm still able to have every other thing
Right.
perfectly organized. And this Velcro is actually super strong, and the padding of the dividers really holds the structure very well. So we're pumped about this guy. It's great manufacturing. We're really proud of it.
It really is. The craftsmanship on this, I have a tendency to pick out the highest quality. I don't have to see a tag or anything.
Well, that's why you invited me here today.
Absolutely. The top quality.
Good.
And, this isn't chintzy made. These are heavy duty.
YKK.
Really good zippers. I mean, I would buy this bag for a student,
Right. Yeah, that's great.
If it wasn't, like if I was just buying a bag to send my college student, this would be a really good bag. It's got lots of different, things you can hold in, different zippered compartments.
Yep. Again, just trying to make it as versatile as possible. Business cards even, So the delivery game is huge in California right now, right? So they don't have as many dispensaries as they would like. So the delivery game got really big. This is perfect for the bike delivery. That sort of thing.
Right.
Again, this is the idea is to keep your profile low.
Oh, you rocking, dude.
Oh, he's got it.
You are totally cool again.
I don't feel like I'm getting that back.
I don't know. I'm torn because it's awesome and it's also a fanny pack.
Where does the sling then?
How old are you?
Too cool for the fanny pack. 25.
See, I'm 47.
Age is but a number.
I'm gonna be a 47-year-old guy wearing a fanny pack.
That makes you one
really
rad dude.
Cool, invisible fanny pack.
Invisible. Yeah, you got it, man. Trend.
But it's not like the fanny pack like when we were kids.
Right.
No.
Yeah. We want it to be usable and super
I do
convenient.
see people, like I was really
they're
shocked when I
trending
moved
right now,
out
for
here.
sure.
Like fanny packs are popular in Colorado.
It's
But,
all full circle.
Hiking, biking,
Yes.
all the outdoor
Festivals,
activities.
all of it. Yep. I love mine, and I wear it as a sling, and I honestly feel cool. It's European,
But
and that makes it cool, guys. European. Keep that in mind. Words of wisdom.
Yeah, that's what I heard with the man purse. It was European.
Oh yeah, right.
But this you could use like a man purse, but it's way cooler.
Right. And same thing with this guy. Like the dudes, we all got kind of left out on the purse. I got a lot of things. I'd like to carry a purse around.
Man, if you can bring back the fanny pack,
I'm working on it. We're working on it.
I'm gonna trial balloon it.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna try and be.
Just
I don't
go
know if I
for
can
it. Get
commit
it
to that.
trending.
I'll
We
fight
can
to
do
the
it.
tooth. I'll fight to the bitter end with people about cannabis and mushrooms
And fanny packs.
Oh gosh,
Come on, man.
What if
It's for
I'll
a
start
good
wearing
cause.
How about the mullet?
Convenient storage. Business in the front, party in the back. I got it. I like it. I did it.
But it is
Why
a
not?
see-through fanny pack. It's pretty much perfect.
Thanks.
Man, if I get a wedgie tonight, then I'm gonna wear this. Where are we going tonight?
We are going to the Doopster party.
Doopster. Tell us, what do we know about Doopster?
Doopster technology is something they're going to need this for.
Okay.
It's a new delivery program that's coming out with the new laws.
Great.
It isn't officially going yet, but tonight we're talking about the bill that did pass.
Right.
For delivery.
Well, let's.
And
Thank you.
and how we're
Thank
going
you.
forward on that.
That's great. That's awesome.
So hopefully we'll be able to.
There's a party tonight for it.
There's a
That's
party
awesome.
tonight for
Launch
it.
party kind of thing, or more
Yeah.
of a okay.
Yeah, it's for your decision makers and red badge people,
Mm-hmm.
in the industry, because that's the topic of discussion. Jonathan Singer is going to be the keynote.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So it's going to be pretty interesting. We're excited
Yeah.
to be part of it.
That's
and part
awesome.
of, the launch, one of the first companies. To go
Really?
with it.
Yeah. That's the best thing about being in this industry is everything's new and exciting, and you get to be a part of amazing things like that.
That is just too cool.
That turn was magnificent. Do you mind if can we contract you to do a little modeling for us? I shoot all.
I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm gonna wear a fanny pack.
Yes.
Tonight.
Yes.
To Doopster's thing.
You saw it here first. Veedworks.
I don't think I can pull. I don't wear hats that.
Where the sling? Where does a sling? Put it
see
like
if I-
cross.
Sorry, checking the costume. How about I wear it?
There it is. With the 14er hat. Yes, that's perfect.
There you go.
That is a great.
I'll go to the
great
Doopster
dispensary.
party wearing a 14er hat, flat brim, and a fanny pack.
Man, you're all over it. You are all over
I
it. If
gotta
only
tell
you
you,
had
it's
like a
giving me-
man bun. If you had the man bun, you would just be, the coolest cat around, I think.
Man,
Not
I'm gonna
offensive to any
somebody's
man
gonna.
buns. I'm making fun of myself. I had one for a very.
I love Arcana
unfortunately
fan,
long
but
time.
I think that, man, if I get a wedgie, tell you what, but I don't know. Somebody's got to make it cool, right?
Yeah,
That's
you're the
right.
man to do it, Trav. You're
I'm
the
not.
guy.
No, I'm not at all. Sure. I'll definitely push the boundaries of.
Well, you're not. You're saying that all of your costumes
You have a-
don't immediately start.
Do you have a
trending?
Stashlogix members only jacket planned in the near future?
Oh, we're thinking of lots of cool merchandising ideas.
Well,
I'm gonna leave
same
those a
time
secret for
frame,
now.
I'm just saying
I'm on the
that,
drawing board era of that.
Saying if you're young and you wear a fanny pack, then you look like you're being ironic. But if you're old, people post memes about you.
You're not old, man. You're not. You got it.
gosh.
You
All right.
are the
All right.
target market, Trav.
I'm gonna rock this fanny pack.
Yes. Do it.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Yes.
I'm doing
What's
it.
All right.
another name for fanny pack?
The sling. That's why I keep trying to tell
Oh,
you. Yeah, wear it
but-
across like this, and it's like
Oh.
cool, man. Like you're reinventing it. It's
That's why the,
super popular right now.
So over your shoulder.
Yep. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, I'd rather carry a purse than a fanny pack.
Right. So this is our.
Okay,
guys
I'm
have
sorry.
kind of gotten the screwed on the purse thing. This is your answer to that, and it's lockable and smell proof.
No,
so like,
yeah, you said
boom.
that. I was messing with audio or something. This I could do longer.
Boom shakalaka.
All right, now there. That looks cool.
That does look cool.
And it's convenient. Just flip it around. We need to get into it.
Do you believe in Sasquatch?
Do I believe in Sasquatch,
Yeah.
or have I seen him? Because
Well, just
know.
start where you want.
I hope he's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm more of a factual kind of guy. I gotta see it.
I want to go Sasquatch hunting with my brother in September, and I posted on Facebook that the requirements, which include weed. So I'm gonna.
You gotta be
This
stoned
is-
to find Sasquatch.
This is my official Sasquatch
oddly a
hunting,
requirement.
but I'll my Sasquatch. That'll be our next ghost special,
That's
or our next
good.
Halloween special.
Dude, you got to do a Chasing Sasquatch series.
Take some
You're
planning.
set up for it.
You
It's
guys should
perfect.
go watch our Halloween special. We
Make
put some
it,
effort into that.
do it. It's really good.
So
It's
yeah,
hysterical.
We go on
Sasquatch.
a company camping trip.
Oh, perfect. That's it. There's no recreational activities
And
involved
of course, I'll take
at all.
I'll take Dieter with me, of course, because I'll be in some other state,
Perfect.
and then in that one's probably gonna, well, not across state lines, but whatever state we go to, I don't care how much Sasquatches there are, how many Sasquatches, how much Sasquatch. I don't know what the plural is, but it could just have hella Bigfoot in that state, and if weed is not legal, I'm not going there. So, like
Those are
Illinois is
requirements.
on the now. Illinois could be.
Yeah. Congrats.
Yeah,
Right.
congrats
Congratulations,
to
guys.
Illinois. Now you're in the running for the Sasquatch hunt.
You've made it.
Yeah, but that's what my
great.
weed's gonna be in.
That's fantastic.
The combination of that we'll keep secret.
That's good. Keep it personal. You don't want it all out there,
Yeah. But this one is
Peter
358.
can handle himself.
358, officer.
Skip's gonna kill me for this, by the way.
You brought up California. If
Yeah.
a company wanted, say they were doing something like Doopster, and they wanted to design their own bags and have their logo,
Yep.
is that doable?
Yep, so we're working on that right now. Again, this is like we're just having our first order of these coming in very soon, and it's not a huge quantity, but we've already had some talks with private label or deals with that. We can private label pretty much all of our products, and if you want something badly enough, we can get it done, because that's just a huge play right now, especially for the dispensaries and the LPs and that sort of thing. It's a commodity game. If you don't realize that, you're wrong. And to stick out in that, you got to have brand recognition, brand loyalty, and just like really kill it on that front. And to do that, private labeling our bags where people are keeping your product and realizing that they're out and seeing your logo immediately, that decision time,
Right.
that's super valuable exposure.
Right.
So yes, that is 100% part of that. We're talking about embroiderment, just general. This, I think we're smooth enough that we can do some screen printing. Yes, lots of those talks going
Monogram it.
around. If you're interested, reach out, guys. I am happy to have conversations, and we'll go to the moon to do that for you.
How do people reach out to you if they want to do that?
Yeah, so Isaac, ISAAC at Stashlogix.com, and that's my email. Phone number is good too, 770-910-3122. Again, I'm Isaac Kerns. And yeah, I'm sure we'll tag this with all of that info in the bio and all that. So yeah, reach out however, whenever. I'm always available. And again, we realize that this is an emerging market, and we're trying to help out the mom and pops and the little guys and the big guys as much as we possibly can. So we're customer service is a massive focus of ours. Both on B2C and especially B2B. So yeah, we'd love to help that out for sure.
Do you know any jokes?
Do I know any jokes? Oh man, none that I can tell if my parents are watching at home. So I should probably, if somebody asks you for a joke to come up.
Learn a joke.
Yeah.
Keep a joke in your pocket.
I gotta have a joke.
You gotta have a joke.
Mm.
Don't worry, nobody ever
Nobody
has
has
any
jokes.
They all
jokes.
come up with the wrong.
They
they're
really
all
don't have any jokes.
not okay to say.
Nobody's got a joke.
It's all right. Dang, I should have known this
Yeah,
coming
keep
in.
a joke in your front pocket.
All right.
And also, if you don't get hemp here, they get hemp somewhere.